Okay, 3 reasons it's more difficult to lose weight and or burn body fat every single day you get older. So reason number 1, your metabolism slows down every single day you get older. Especially after the age of 30 and definitely into 40. Now, what is your metabolism? Your metabolism, or metabolic rate, simply refers to the rate at which your body burns calories, okay? And that will slow down as you get older. Now, yes, there are things you can do to speed that up as you get older, but all things being equal, it will slow down as you get older. And it's very important that you manage that properly and do different nutritional and or exercise strategies to raise it. That's one of the things that can make a huge difference in your fat loss, weight loss, longevity into your 30s and into your 40s, and preventing fat loss and preventing fat gain. So, reason number 2 that it's more difficult to burn body fat and lose weight every day you get older is that your hormone profiles become more skewed. Now, what I mean by hormonal profiles is, and there's dozens of hormones, but I'm just going to list 2 or 3 here, is that for men, their testosterone levels will dip. They will decrease with age, and their estrogen levels will increase. Now, for women, and for men, testosterone is the male sex hormone. For women, estrogen is the female sex hormone. So in women as well, the estrogen levels are more likely to increase as time goes by. And what will happen is a good way to identify that is that if you see a man that has more added belly fat in the love handle area or the kidney region, and even in the upper thighs or in the chest, or women that have more body fat in the hips and thighs area, and also if you ever seen somebody like wave, and when they wave, their underneath their arm or their tricep area, there's body fat will jiggle. That's a great indicator right away that not only are your estrogen levels too high, but your cortisol levels are probably too high as well. And cortisol is just a stress hormone. So my point is that as you get older, your hormone levels don't improve. They drastically get more skewed. The ones, your problematic hormones, cortisol, estrogen, increases, and your hormones that are more profitable for fat loss, such as testosterone, are going to decrease. So, and there are ways that can be overcome. There are things you can do to help, but all things being equal, that's the shift that occurs, the hormonal shift as you get older. Huge, huge, huge thing to combat with age. So, and thirdly, the third biggest reason that it's more difficult to burn body fat, lose weight every day you get older is that your insulin sensitivity drastically reduces. Now, let me explain this in the most layman terms possible. Your insulin sensitivity simply refers to your body's ability to dispose of carbohydrates, glucose disposal. When you eat any food, but especially carbohydrates, it enters the blood as glucose. And when insulin comes, it will act as a shuttle bus to move that glucose into either muscle cells to be stored as muscle glycogen, liver cells to be stored as liver glycogen for further activity down the road, or into fat cells. Now, if you have poor receptor site sensitivity, and when I say receptor site, red blood cells or especially muscle cells are going to have receptors, and if those receptors are very sensitive, they're going to uptake that glucose. Well, as you get older, the receptor sites blunt. The receptor sites aren't as sensitive. You lose sensitivity. They become more insensitive, and that's not a good thing. So you have that glucose in the bloodstream that is not involved in uptake as effectively as it was before. And that's one of the reasons. There's others too, but that's one of the main reasons why people that are already predisposed to a high body fat and are a little bit older, the 46-year-old woman with hypothyroidism, the 42-year-old mom with type 2 diabetes, that really struggle with eating carbohydrates, and their bodies really struggle with that. Now, that's a whole different topic in and of itself, but the take-home point is that that's something that will decrease with age, and there's things you can do. There's diet, nutritional manipulations you can make and exercise manipulations to increase insulin sensitivity that I've had great success with, as well as the people I've worked with. So those are 3 reasons that it's more difficult to burn body fat and lose weight every day that goes by. And one thing to remember here is, and let me make a quick point. I know a lot of you guys have probably held true to this. I know I did in my earlier days. But have you ever thought, the same workout and diet program I followed to lose 10 pounds last year, or 3 years ago, or 6 years ago, or 6 months ago, it's not working now. You might have lost 18 pounds, 8 pounds, 6 pounds, whatever the amount of weight was, 30 pounds in the past, and you gained it back. And now you're trying to use the same strategy or the same diet or the same exercise routine you did in the past, and it's not working. And it's one of the reasons why. These 3 reasons are part of the reason why, is because you're not very, well, first of all, the exercise routine and the diet program you followed in the past wasn't very good in the first place. But the point is that these 3 reasons are contributing factors as to why it's not. Because every day that goes by, it's more difficult for your body to burn body fat. The fat loss game intensifies. It becomes more of a challenge. There's more adversity. There's more roadblocks every single day you get older. So things that worked in the past, they're not going to work anymore. And you better really buckle down and have the right strategy to move forward. And I'm the guy that can help you with that. Get to my website, click on the link below in the description box, and there should also be a link here on the screen. Click on that, get to my website, get on board, and we're going to start burning body fat effectively with more healthy food and minimal exercise. And remember, guys, no matter what happened the last meal, you can always eat the next meal like it's the most important meal of your life. WetWolfTraining.com and Wet Wolf Nutrition, signing out.